Welcome to USF College Daily. I'm Whitney Fryer.
And I'm Jill Langland. A senior high school student, Hazel Juco, at John Glenn High School in Westland, Michigan, was suspended after posting a photo on social media about her school's dirty water coming out of the sinks. The school has a rule that prohibits the use of cell phones inside restrooms to respect the privacy of others.
According to assistant principals at the high school, Juco's photo warranted a 3-day suspension in violation of the policy. Students and parents were outraged that instead of addressing the urine-colored water, administrators were more concerned with the school's cell phone policy.
Other students began posting photos of themselves in the bathroom as protests before Superintendent Dr. Michelle Harmala got wind of the situation, removed the suspension from Juco's record, and discovered the water issue had not been reported.
USF hosted a bone marrow registry drive in order to increase awareness about blood cancer. Currently, 6 out of 10 patients are unable to find a compatible bone marrow donor, so the need for more donors on the registry is high.
In order to promote the drive, former Olympic track and field gold medalist Earl Young spoke with students about his battle with leukemia. Here is Casey Kelderman with more on the story.
Track and field gold medalist Earl Young is a cancer survivor thanks to a bone marrow transplant. I sat down with Young and he told me about his battle with leukemia.
It all happened in one day. I went in to have a sniffle and a cough taken care of, figuring I'd get a shot. And by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, an oncologist told me I had 3 months to live. With that analysis and diagnosis, they put me immediately in the hospital. I began chemotherapy, had 4 rounds of chemotherapy over the next 4 months, and they began looking for a donor. I knew nothing about leukemia. I didn't know that there would be any trouble finding a donor. I just assumed that was someone that was easy to find out there to replace my immune system, which had gone bad. The chemo, of course, kills off my immune system, so I have nothing to fight germs with at all.
Young was getting cancer treatment in Medical City in Dallas as doctors were searching fiercely for a bone marrow transplant.
In Offenburg, Germany, 2 weeks before I was diagnosed, a lady named Christine Wag had become a bone marrow donor. And it ended up that she, in fact, was the donor for me. And Christine was the only match out of the 22 million that were on file in the National Registry. So if Christine had not become a donor, I wouldn't be here telling you this story today. It's as simple as that. We're talking life and death. Most people don't know that they can become donors, and they can register, and they can potentially save a life.
Thanks to his donor, Young is here to share his story of survival. Carol Goplin, a donor recruitment coordinator at DKMS, says the process of becoming a donor takes only 5 to 7 minutes. After filling out a questionnaire and taking a check swab, individuals are then added to the registry.
It doesn't take much time at all. If they are found to be a match for a patient in need, then we would send them a pretty extensive healthcare questionnaire to make sure that they are in good shape to be a donor, along with a small vial that we'd get a little bit of blood from to make sure that they are the best match for the patient in need. And then we would introduce them to the people that would actually collect their sample of either stem cells or bone marrow. There are 2 different methods that they might be asked to donate through.
Goplin says the chance of finding someone's DNA twin can be very difficult, but DKMS is an international organization, which helps to increase an individual's chance of finding the perfect donor. Thanks for joining me. I'm Casey Kelderman for USF College Daily.
If you missed the bone marrow drive, you can visit dkms.org to learn how you can become a donor. That's all we have time for today. Come back tomorrow for more campus news. I'm Whitney Fryer.
And I'm Jill Langland. And thanks for watching USF College Daily.